Ladies and gentlemen, welcome one more time to my channel. I am Apostle Kennedy from Leader Forge Properties, which I always say it's a subsidy of Leader Forge Penancy. And one day we will talk about Leader Forge Penancy because it deals with the other sets of items like finances, organization, management, and etc. But today, I am here to take you through the escrow account. Maybe you have seen my clip going around the social media about the escrow account in summary, but today I am here to make it more detailed so that you can know whatever we are talking about. So, escrow account is an account that you open when you don't want to pay money instantly and you want to pay money in installments. So instead of paying those money in a restaurant, cash to cash or bank transfer from your bank to the other bank of the clients or of the seller or the buyer that is selling your buying from you, you have got a client account that is operated by an advocate. It is very important to have a client account that is operated by an advocate so that all of you will have got advantage and peace of mind that your money is safe and everything that you are doing by books. So that in any case, one of you or the parties change their mind that they don't want to sell or they don't want to buy, then there is a binding agreement, a copy that already binds you. So you don't lose money or you don't lose time or you don't waste time on something that is not helping you. Also, it also helps you when a case rises of the land when you have not already completed the transaction so that you can get your money back from your advocate without any further ado. Another thing that it will help you, this client account, it is that before you get the whole paperwork done and the client or the seller tells you that you need to put a deposit before you begin the transactions or before the paperwork or before they hand over the paperwork or before you close the paperwork, there is a commitment fee to show that you are really serious. Then this commitment fee should not be paid directly to the bank or the transfer from your bank account to the seller's bank account. But you open a client account which is operated by an advocate. This is backed up by law, actually. And the Law Society of Kenya are the ones that audits these accounts so that all of you are safe. So let's go. And if you can see my screen, we have got the introduction of the escrow account. I just want to show you what really escrow accounts mean. Now, escrow account is just a client account. That is how we know it in Kenya. But internationally, it is known as escrow account. It is opened by advocate, your advocate as a buyer. Sometimes it is advocate of the seller, but commonly it is the buyer's advocate that opens this. So if you can see here, I have written something that is called I'm trying to explain what is the escrow account. Now, the escrow account is an account opened by in the bank by your advocate, just as like I said, and it requires the lawyer to have a separate account from the client's account, separate personal account from the client's account. Why separate? Because by law, the advocate should not mix the money from the client that is holding in the trust of the client with his own personal money. It is illegal for the advocate to mix the money that is holding in trust for the buyer or for the client with his own personal money. So there is no personal money. So it is a separate, it is totally separate account. It is totally a separate account. So the account must be separate. So why this account is important? It is important on a number of issues. One, it protects you as a buyer. It protects you as a buyer. It protects you as a buyer. You are protected. Secondly, it protects you as a seller. It protects you as a seller. Don't mind my lines. This one means that it is organic. I am doing this thing live with you as you are saying. It is not something that has been pre-recorded or predetermined. So it protects you as a seller. And lastly, it is for safety and compliance. There is a bookkeeping that has got a receipt. So there is a receipt that you get at the end of the day for clear records. For clear records. Now, this money, when you deposit it in the client's account, it means that the only time that the advocate will release this money to the seller, it is when paperwork has been done. The title deeds is out, and everybody is happy, is safe. The title deed is out. There is a consent, and there is a transfer of documents. There is a transfer of documents. Again, it confirms all these things that confirms that an order has been made, so that the seller can release all the documents. That one is an important thing as a buyer to know. For the seller, what happens is that the seller is assured that the buyer has the funds. The seller is sure that the buyer has the funds. It is very important, because you can be transacting or talking to someone who is not serious. But once money, if this person have told you that he's going to pay you in installment, and he has begun to deposit money in the client's account of the escrow, then you as a seller, you are confident. And it is very easy, because you will know whether money is in the account or not, because there are receipts, and you will be receiving these receipts from the client's advocate. So it helps you as a seller by the confirmation of the receipts of the partial or the full payment that the client has made into their client's account. So this is why it is very important for you. This issue of transacting money off books, or you have met on the roadside, or you have met at the church, or you have met at a party, and you want to make payments, and nobody is a witness, or you just go to the lawyer, do the paperwork, and then you begin to pay each other installments. One of these fine days will lose it big time, because issue of land is where we have got the biggest fraud that is happening today. Imagine if you go to my YouTube, other channel, other clips, that is where I talked about the landmines, that there can be strong paperworks, there can be evidence, there can be title deeds, there can be ID that is authentic. You can do the search, and all things goes well. But when you begin to work on the land, then other people begin to rise and begin to contest that this is not your land, this is our land, and we have not sold it. So it happens, all paperwork done, everything goes by the books. At the end of the day, you are conned, because the people can forge documents. And not only forging, sometimes people can go to the land registry and they get documents. I talked about the double registration or the double title deeds allocation. So it happens. It is not a theory. It is not a story. So be very careful when you are purchasing land. Land is not $2 bob. That is not $1. Land is expensive. So protect yourself. When you are paying partially, please don't pay partially directly to the other person's account. Use the escrow account. And I talked about the 10% in the other clip of the total value of the land that you pay as a deposit. That 10% should be deposited in the escrow account, not given directly to the seller. It is a down payment that shows your seriousness to buy this land. And when all the paperwork is done, you get the land. You get all your paperwork, and your advocate submits the money to the seller. So be vigilant when you are buying property in this country or outside this country. Escrow account is not a Kenyan issue, it's an international issue. So be very, very careful so that you don't lose your money at the end of the day. Our purpose here is to make sure that everything is done by law and everything is done by books, and that you are protected as a buyer and you are protected as a seller. So this is why I need you to be very, very alert. So that is about the escrow account. It is not something too much detailed. So in summary, escrow account is just controlled by the advocate. And actually, the best thing about it, it is audited. It is audited by who? The Law Society of Kenya. That's the best thing to know, that you are protected by law Society of Kenya. This is very important for you. Another thing is that the buyer is protected from fraud. Another thing is that the seller is protected from non-payments. Then that's the lawyer acts as a neutral goalkeeper or gatekeeper, So by law, advocates are required to operate professionally, and they are required to operate with all honesty, so that there is nobody that will later come and begin to cry that they have lost money or they have lost their land. And also, when something rises and you go to court, it helps you to defend your case. Why? Because there is everything by the books. Don't be so much smart until you be too much overconfidence that you have purchased land for years and blah, 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 blah. Please, thieves develop every day. They develop their thinking capacity, they develop their methods of defrauding and robbing people. So you must be very equipped, so that no day you will be conned by anyone. So I believe that this one is going to help you so much, and I want just to appreciate your time for this video. Please hit the like button, follow me, subscribe. This is the only way you can reward me. I am doing these videos for free, and it takes deep researches, and it takes going through daily occurrences that of the circumstances surrounding the buying of the properties in Kenya and outside Kenya. Properties, these lands, these buildings, and etc. So the least you can do for me is just to hit that like button and also to subscribe. Thank you very much. See you soon. Shalom.